Hey, Dick, Upstone for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily, and I'm back. Seems like I've been gone like 2 months from doing videos. It's been quite a journey, but moved into the new place here, so everything is good. Got a lot of the boxes unpacked. Things are setting up nicely. So we got new surroundings. Lighting's a little bit different. Background will be changing soon, so we'll have that coming as well. So just a lot of new and interesting things, and getting adapted to all the surroundings. But it's all good as of right now. And speaking of all good, oh my goodness, yours truly is on a 23-6 run. Just been killing it of late. All sports, college basketball had Villanova as a nice winner last night, and Joe D'Amico, who is part of the VPID experts team, that was his game of the year, Villanova. Joe absolutely nailed it on that one, and Kyle Hunter also had a winner on the under. On that one, Sean Higgs finished third overall in college basketball at Sports Capping, so he had a tremendous season, and that was on top of being number one in the NFL. So that was tremendous. Dennis Macklin continues just to roll him up. I think he's. What is he? I think he's 35 games over 500, right around 58% over his last 170, 80 picks. So he's been on a tremendous roll. So a lot of the guys at VPID are doing fantastic, including yours truly. So what I would suggest, two options. You can just get my selections and super systems and some other bonuses along with Wise Guy picks for $39.99, or you can get the full regalia. Get the Five Guys picks, experts picks, VPID experts picks, plus the super systems, the Wise Guy picks, the top trends of the day, the works. That's only $99 a month. We had a number of nice signups right towards the end of March Madness here, so it was things are really going well, and excited to get back to the business at hand, which is providing you, the viewer right now, some free picks and some line moves for today. Now today we have 6 free picks for you today, 3 in baseball and 3 in the NBA. So let's get started. Our most recent record on free picks is 122-98. 4 ties as well, thrown in there. So that's been going, right along as well. So let's get started. Brooklyn is at Philadelphia. And this one, there's no Joel Embiid. So will the Philadelphia offense or defense or both be impacted tonight? Well, hasn't impacted them in terms of winning. Philadelphia is just red hot right now. But the total has really skyrocketed from 221 all the way to 225. Sports bettors just think this is going to be a high-scoring affair, and 2 of the 3 so far this year actually have been higher-scoring affairs on that case. But you know what? The Philadelphia defense in their most recent contest, I think it's 6 contests, have given up only 101 points per game. I think this baby is going to go under the 225. I'm going to lean that way. Not only, but 54% of the bettors are also on the under. Now, here's another NBA play for you, and this is an important game tonight. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. San Antonio at the LA Clippers. That's going to be on TNT. That's the late game tonight. Now, in this one, San Antonio is trying to hold on to the number 4 spot in the West, and the Clippers are trying to fight their way into the playoffs. Now, truth be told, the Clippers are probably going to have to win their 5 remaining games to get in. So that's what their task is at hand. And those NBA bettors don't think it's even going to start tonight for them to do that. And so they're really going to be in trouble because this game opened as a pick, and the Spurs are now up to -1.5. And the total has dropped 3 points, down from 210, or actually 2.5, I should say. It was 3. Went from 210 down to 207.5 right now. Now, the Spurs are on a nice run. They're closing beautifully in spite of all the drama with Kawhi Leonard. They're 8-2 straight up in ATS coming into tonight, but they're 14-24 on the road, one of their worst road records, I think, in over 20 years. So they have to face that. But in this game, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the experience of San Antonio at winning at the right time. I think that's going to be the difference in the game. And because they have the #1 scoring defense, I also like the under. So give me the Spurs and the under on TNT in the NBA tonight. 83% of bettors are in agreement with me on the Spurs, and 73% are on the under. Let's talk some baseball, shall we? We haven't talked about that other than giving you some season win totals a few weeks back. But we're going to talk some games now. We'll be doing this from now right through August, at least, on this. Now, both these, St. Louis and Milwaukee, Central Division game last night or yesterday, home opener for the Brewers. They lost to St. Louis 8-4, so we got game 2 tonight. It's going to be a night game under the dome at Miller Park. Now, both teams have been scoring and allowing some runs, so that's why the total, both teams are 3-1 over this far in the early season. And with that, the total has gone up from 9 to 9.5. Now, my initial thought was here that maybe this would be a good underplay because Brewers starter Chase Anderson has a 2.27 ERA against St. Louis in 9 starts. But, you know, when looking over how both teams are playing, surmising the whole situation, considering what is possible and what a lot of times happens at Miller Park, I think the over is going to be the play. And St. Louis is also 28-14 over when they are off 2 exact victories of late. Let's go with the over. 94% of bettors are thinking the same thing I am on this one. Finally, out west, Texas at Oakland. Got a side net total for you. Now, one of my favorite plays, as I mentioned to you viewers before, was to take Texas under for season wins, and so far, they are right on track at 1-4. So they're not just being disappointing, at least by my standards, whatsoever. Now, baseball bettors are not hyped up on Texas either. And they have taken Oakland from minus 110 money line all the way up to minus 140. Cole Hamels goes tonight for Texas. He's 34 years old. He has diminishing skills. His first start, I think he had 4 walks and gave up 2 home runs. That is going to be more the norm than, well, I shouldn't say the norm. He's not going to pitch that poorly all the time. But it's become more of how he pitches at this point of his career. So he has diminishing skills. Kendall Graveman is going for Oakland tonight. I saw Kendall Graveman pitch twice in spring training. Run-of-the-mill baseball pitcher, starter, nothing outstanding to say about him. With that, so you got those 2 guys. The total has gone from 8.5 up to 9. But you know what? I think both guys are going to pitch pretty well tonight. Okay, probably a little better than expected. Neither one of these offenses, I think Texas has scored as many as 6 runs once. Granted, we haven't played many games, but they've only scored 6 runs, and Texas has only gotten to 5 once. Last night's game was a 3-1. I'm not saying it's going to be 3-1 again, but I think it's going to be under 9. So I'm going to go that direction. As far as the side, not as strong a feeling on the side as I am on the total, but I think it's going to be a good ball game. I think both pitchers, like I said, will probably pitch fairly decent, but I'm going to go with the A's because recently they're 14-6 against Texas at home, and they have the much better bullpen. So, hey, this is Doug Upstone from Vegas Pro Insiders Daily. Glad to be back with you. We're going to be around at least 3 times a week going forward, except for maybe the occasional vacation here or there. So, look forward to keeping this going with you. Get back on track. Let's get some more winners tonight. We'll be back tomorrow for sure, right here, and we'll get it done again. Become a VPID member. Lots of good reasons. I gave it to you at the top of the video here as to why to do it. Get after it, my friends. See you then. This is Doug Upstone, Vegas Pro Insiders Daily. I am out.